let's get going. Hi, my name is Pamela, and today I would like to show you how to do it yourself and create some yoga props out of things that you probably have at home. I'm going to go through 6 things: the straps, neck, a neck roll, balls, eye pillows, bolsters, and how would you create a wall? So bear with me and we'll see how this goes. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is a yoga strap. And these are ideal because they have a closure on it. I prefer the snapped kind. There are other ones that you can get that slide through like this. It works. I just like, because I like to strap my legs for legs up the wall, I like this one. But you don't have to have a yoga strap. You can use a couple of neckties. You probably already thought of this, right? You could do like I did and look in my closet and see what I might have there. And I found this lovely tie from, I don't know, maybe the 80s. And I like the pattern in it, so I kept it. But have I worn it in the last decade? No. 2 of these together would be great. You want about 6 feet, but this would work. Or the other thing I found hanging in my closet was a sash to something that I have no memory of what it went to. I know it used to be a real pretty red, but you know how red fades. And so I have the sash. And it works too. I like it that it's soft and it's long enough. I like to put a loop in my yoga strap. You can put a loop in this too if you wanted to. All right, so those are your different things that you could use for a strap, and I'm sure you could come up with a piece of fabric. Just play around, see what you have at your house. The next thing I'd like to show you is just kind of a one-time thing, and I like to have this for my neck. And you'll have to decide on how thick it should be. This is, I have really thin bath towels. And so this is, I think, from IKEA. This is a thin bath towel, and you can see I've held it together with rubber bands. So that's just a one-time thing for this. You could take anything and roll it if you need it. We always want to keep that nice curve in the back of the neck. We want it to be comfortable. Some of you who have maybe shoulders that come forward, it's uncomfortable for you to have your neck down. So this is a good opportunity to do that. The next thing that I use in my classes, in my restorative and gentle classes, are balls to stretch your feet out. So you may have some of these. This is one of my dog's balls. She hasn't torn it apart yet. It's like a tennis ball. It's a little bit harder. Or these are my favorite when they're new. When they get older, they get kind of squishy. This is a pinky ball. Or I have what I think is probably 40-year-old racquetball. So it's not as hard as it used to be. Handballs tend to be too hard. And of course, you can always go online and find the Maya fascia release balls. I like this size for doing things like massage, self-massage, and for my feet. All right, so we've covered straps, neck, balls. This is a simple one. And that's an eye pillow during Shavasana or any other restorative pose where you're laying on your back. So inside of here, I made a bunch of these, is flaxseed and lavender. And then I always use a washcloth to cover it with, just because I don't really have a good way of cleaning that. And the weight of this really helps. It gives a little bit of pressure on the optic nerve and helps to relax. But don't worry, you don't have one of these. I'm not near you. I can't make one for you. Buy one online. You don't have to. Just use a washcloth. is one of my pretty little cloths from Japan. Something that'll block out the light. The more that you can feel comforted and relaxed, remove stimulation, it will help you let go. All right, that's eye pillow. Ooh, the next one is the fun one. And that is, I had fun figuring out how to do this. I'm such a dork. How do you create a yoga bolster? Now, this is the ideal, to have a yoga bolster, or I'm lucky I have 2 of them, because there's all kinds of things that I do with 2 bolsters. And I'll show you some of those things. But do you have to have a bolster? No, but can you make one? Yes. A couple of easy ways to make bolsters. Now, I don't know, maybe you don't have extra yoga mats around, but you could always use an extra yoga mat that's rolled up. Use that, maybe put a belt around it. Or earlier today, I was experimenting with a roller. Love these foam rollers. And I'm actually gonna let this one stay out here for right now, because I'll show you what I would do with it in a minute. It's a little bit hard that way. So what I'm gonna do is take a blanket and cover it. And that's Greta, she's gonna watch that for me. But here's another way to make a bolster. And it involves a pillowcase and 2 pillows. 1 pillowcase, 2 pillows. These are my guest pillows, which when I feel them, I'm like, I'm not so sure these are great for guests, but they're my extra pillows. And for some reason, I have a king size pillowcase. I'm not sure why, but that's what I have. You don't have to have one. If you have king size pillows, of course, that's even better because they're wider. But what I'm going to do to get these 2 pillows in 1 pillowcase is, to begin with, I'm going to kind of fold this back so I'm only working with this. And I hope you can see me. I'll back up far enough here. It's a little tricky, but this is how I figured out how to make it work. I take the end of the pillow, and remember, I kind of folded it over. And I get that in there like that. I can smooth it out a little bit more, because it's easier to smooth it out now. Then I take the other pillow. This is a really, really old feather pillow that I keep washing, and it keeps being okay. I'm going to take this and shove it in to that part that I have near the bottom. And I want to get it as smooth as I can right now, because it's trickier to smooth it out later, but I can. All right, so I have it half done. Then I just pull it up. And you may find that standing up and letting gravity help you. All right, now it's a little misshapen right now, so I've lived in Texas a long time. I'm going to fix it. All right, and you can play around with that. Then I have, because this is king size, I'm just going to fold this in on itself. Now, I really like this a lot. It's firm enough, that's what you want. And it's a good size. It's actually nice. It's nice that it's wider than that. So here's 1 bolster. That's another version of a bolster. That's a real bolster. You can also roll up a heavy blanket, and sometimes just rolling it up is enough. I guess I didn't bring one in here. Or put a strap around it. So those are all but the last one, the wall, of the tools that are the props that I want to show you, but blocks. We didn't talk about blocks. And take a moment and think about This is the yoga block. Again, ideal, but we don't have to have a yoga block. Cork. There are other versions of these, but these are great. And in restorative yoga, we use these to help construct different positions, or in gentle yoga, it can act as an assist to help someone reach the floor. But can you think of things around your house that you could substitute for a block? Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see what you came up with, if anything is like what I came up with. Is anyone else doing this I'm stuck at home thing, cleaning out? I am. So I cleaned out my bookshelf. You could take a couple of books that are the same size, and I would suggest somehow securing them, and then you can even cover them. But look what I found. I haven't opened this dictionary in decades. This is great. I could use this to help construct one of my relaxing pose things. So there's that. And then I came up with a couple of other ideas. I think you'll like these. We've all had to buy wipes lately. These are baby wipes. I've taken my baby wipes and made a weak bleach solution and put in here, but that's not what's in here right now. These are actually storage, but you want something in there so they have a little bit of substance to them, because if you're going to construct what I call a yoga recliner, you want something that won't collapse. And you'll want two that are the same size, not like I walked around my house because I keep these as storage and I have different sizes. I guess you could do something like that. All right, let's see if those are all my construction. Oh, but wait, there's one more. And it does pay when you're kind of stocking up to see what you already have on hand. I didn't. And I just happened to come across, I have about 6 of these. I hardly even use tomatoes, but these work pretty great too. So I could use these. And by the way, I'm showing you all this because one of my students, Alan, really likes what I call the yoga recliner. I wouldn't try to balance or anything like that you might do in a block, but I think that works pretty well. All right, so there's part of a yoga recliner. That's for the back. That's for underneath the legs. But wait, you want the ultimate yoga recliner, you can take a bath towel and roll it like this. And this is going to go underneath your Achilles tendon. So let me show you. Greta's kind of in the way, but I'll nudge her away. Hey, Greta, you're going to have to move. Okay, let's see. So here we go. Guys, I might get down here and not get back up. This is so comfortable. Oh, my eye pillow's not close. Imagine me with my eye pillow and possibly my neck. Oh, yeah. This pillow is really comfortable. Yes. Now, because this pillow is wider, I don't get my chest open as much. So for men, this is probably even better than that. I don't know. See what feels good. Oh, yes. Okay. So we had straps, neck, balls for the feet or massaging, eye pillows, bolsters. The last one was a wall. Now, we like to use walls for different stretches, and especially for my students that are really fond of legs up the wall, that's a great thing to have. With this bolster, we can always come down, sit on the edge of it, roll up, and then adjust ourselves. Now here's where your strap might come in handy, and voila. giving that blood to flow. But you go, wait, I can't get in that position, or wait, I don't have a wall. Don't fear. You can use a chair. This happens to be a yoga chair, but you could use a bolster. You could use the couch, not a bolster. You could use a couple of bolsters. I can't think of the word. Ottoman. So you could use a chair. When you use a chair, you might have a chair like this at home. If I have I like to have this padded, so I would put a towel or a blanket on it. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see me. Here I am. This is great. All right. I think I have recreated all of the props that I would love for you to have if you take a gentle stretch with me or restorative. The only other thing is that I didn't mention earlier is a small towel, hand towel, and I have a whole direction on how to make these and stretch with these to help with neck stretches. But you could use a strap or one of your belts. That's it. If you have any questions and you know me, give me a call. And thanks. I hope to see you in class one of these days. Bye. Greta, you want to say bye? She wants to say bye. Bye.